Hello everybody, I'm Tompy and welcome back to another episode of Metroid Other M. Quite a few things happened in the last episode, so brace yourself for quite a long recap. Here we go. So, firstly, in Sector 2 we found Maurice dead, apparently frozen to death in the sort of snowy, icy area. Then after about 3 episodes of searching, we finally found one of our mystery survivors, but she didn't seem too keen on talking to us and she ran off. So we gave chase, and as we did, she kind of, she heavily implied that Maurice's death wasn't an accident, and he had actually died at the hands of another from the Galactic Federation, which was kind of weird. At this point, we're attacked by a giant laser-wielding warehouse robot thing, which was being driven by somebody wearing a Galactic Federation uniform. Oh my. We just about scraped our way through that fight, but unfortunately both the survivor and our mystery driver kind of vanished afterwards, and we never really found them again. At this point, Adam decided it would be great to completely abandon our search for survivors, despite the fact that we just found one, and instead go back to looking for that mystery creature that we were searching for ages ago. So he sent us on our way back to Sector 3. On our way, we had a nice, relaxing elevator ride, and at this point, Samus had a bit of a think, and she came to the conclusion that there must be a traitor in the team, who she nicknamed the Deleter. And I think that about catches us. That about gets us back up to speed. So we'll talk about some more of those things in a little bit, but for now, let's actually go somewhere. So let's head onwards. We're on our way to Sector 3. First thing you want to know about this room is if you run behind these boxes and back into this corner, you can find a nice, easy missile tank. Lovely. Nice way to get started. Okay, so now we need to actually figure out where we're supposed to be going next. So let's go up here and have a look through these doors. So this is the way we want to be going eventually. I'm just going to try and blow these guys up. I've got some of them, because I don't want them in my way while I'm trying to explain this. Whoa, what the hell was that weird sense move? There was nothing to dodge, I just did a sense move, like, randomly. That's very strange, I've never seen that before. Yeah, we'll just get rid of you as well. Is that all of them? Okay. So where we want to be going is up this slope. Unfortunately, it's kind of steep, and we can't get up it at the moment. You can probably notice these platforms, kind of, at random intervals all the way up the slope, but they're all currently kind of in a flattened position, and from this point there's no way we can from here there's no way we can get them to sort of pop up. We also can't run up the slope using our shine spark because we kind of can't get enough speed up because of these first ledges here. So for now we're just going to have to find a different way. Those of you with eyes will probably have noticed that there is an alternative route over here. So let's head on through here and see what we can find in this direction instead. This whole section's a little bit weird, to be honest, in the way you kind of trigger stuff. We're going to get attacked by some wolves here, so let's just take these out. You kind of have to go, like, round in circles a few times and go through the same area repeatedly until the right thing is kind of trigger. Just blow you guys up. Excellent, okay. Took care of those guys quite nicely. Okay, so the map is indicating that there is a missile tank. Well, it is a missile tank. It's the map's just saying there's an item, but it is a missile tank. Pretty much right in front of us. But it doesn't look like there's anything here until we look up. And then we'll see that there's like a kind of ledge up here. That's where the missile tank is. There's actually 2 ways to get this. The game is actually giving us a big indication as to the best way to do it. If we do it this way with the shine spark and kind of jump up to that ledge, we can get it now. If we don't do it this way, there is an alternative way we can get it, but it will take a bit of time and we won't be able to get it until much later, so you're much better off just getting it that way and jumping up there now. I will show kind of how you're supposed to do it the other way in case you miss it. This room's going to kind of change shape, shall we say, very shortly, which means shine sparking up there is impossible. But yeah, I'll show you the other way. Anyway, what we want to be doing is shine sparking up onto this other ledge. We can morph ball into here, and this will blast us up through this tunnel into this kind of morph ball section here, full of Gimas and electric paths. It's pretty self-explanatory, it's not too difficult. Whoops, he says, getting hit by both a Gima and an electric path. Just roll through these tunnels. Okay, so I'm just going to go through here. Wait, I have to go left here. Oh, I'm going to get electrocuted. Okay, I got a bit cocky. So, one thing I did want to mention, talk about, kind of was the deleter, or not, sort of. The deleter is kind of a big issue a lot of people had with this game, and I do want to talk about it in more detail, but unfortunately I can't really do that yet without spoiling it. there's a lot I want to say, but again, like, I can't really do that without revealing who it is, and I feel like, although a lot of people may already know, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of stupid to just announce that to anybody and everybody at this point in the series, so we'll talk more about the deleter later, but there is a lot to be said, and it is a bit of an issue with that I particularly have this game. Anyway, we've rolled through all these tunnels and we found an energy tank, so let's grab that. That's nice. Unfortunately, at this point, there's not really anywhere else we can go. We can see this switch over here, but we can't get to it because it's blocked by glass. If we look down here, though, you'll notice that this is, I think this is the sort of ramp we were looking at earlier, is it? Or, oh no, this is just actually past the ramp. This is the room at the top of the ramp. But for now, we actually can't do anything, so we just have to turn around and go back the way we came. This is what I'm talking about this bit being kind of weird. You have to come up here and grab that energy tank, but there's actually nothing you can do when you get up there, but it does trigger the next things. Anyway, it's weird. So you can look down this slope, and this is where we want to be going. There's a few kind of like obstacles in the path that you can blow up if you can actually get the missiles to hit them. To be honest, you can only shoot the closer ones. There's ones further down you can't get. So basically we just want to slide all the way down. This is fun. Can you enter first? You can enter first person mode here. Okay, that's cool. So you can actually knock out a few more of the obstacles as you go down, but it's probably easier to just avoid them and slide all the way down. This is kind of practice. We'll be doing that again in a second. Anyway, so for now, we just kind of want to head back out again into this room over here. Let's shine spark over there because that looks cool. It kind of looks like we're going back to a kind of dead end. It's very strange. Let's just head out. You'll see what I mean. Something is about to happen. Uh-oh! Surprise trap! Now we're trapped in a cage, and these guys can shoot through the glass, and they can actually hit us. Unfortunately, we can't shoot through the glass, so all we can really do is just kind of keep sense moving and not getting hit, because you see our shots will hit the glass and just bounce off. So if only we had a weapon that could shoot through glass. Adam, any time now, Adam, whenever you're ready. Ow. Adam, please.
Samus, you need a permeating shot effect to get past this. I'm authorizing you to unlock your wave beam.
Oh, thank you. Not a moment too soon. Alright, so now we have the wave beam. Hooray! So this allows us to shoot through things that are transparent or semi-transparent, as it says down there, which is pretty handy. It also increases our general damage. How did that not hit me? That was weird. So now, of course, we can shoot through the glass and take out these guys. No problem at all. Easy peasy. And, yeah, so let's just... It is pretty standard at this point. Oops, what you got to do? Just keep avoiding the shots and nail them with some charge shots with your new wave beam. Kaboom! There we go. I took them out pretty easily once we got the wave beam, and that gets rid of the shutters as well. So, now what we've got to do is go back up here. Do you remember that switch at the top of that area that we couldn't get because there was some glass in the way? Now we've got to go back up there again. So now we kind of have to go back on yourselves a lot here. Oh, hello. That guy died very quickly. Does one charge shot from the wave beam take them out? That's kind of nice. Cool. Alright, so now we're going to make our way all the way back up to the top. So I think it's slightly different this time. You'll see when we get up there. But we just need to shine spark our way up here. Oops, no, morph ball, not jump. Morph ball into here, blast our way up. Woo! And, okay, there's no electricity on this first area this time. I think the Geemers seem to have come back. So we've seen this before, so we can just roll through it pretty quickly. I think, is it the second bit of this area? It has, like, slightly different electrical paneling patterns or something. I'm sure there's something different up here the second time round. Otherwise, we just kind of... It's just... I don't know. What is happening? I'm sure something is different. Okay, here we go. There's a slightly different pattern with these electrical bits here. So we just kind of need to wait for the timing. Watch the pattern. I don't like where that Geemer is. Not hit the electrical bits. There we go. Okay, roll past that one. Through the pipe. I find it struggling to think of things to say here because we've already done this once. Ooh, that was close. Okay, that's kind of going around in like a square circle-ish pattern. A square circle-ish pattern, that makes sense. Roll through here. Okay. Okay, this one's slightly different in the... Oh, I got two at once. That was nice. In the... Ow, the damage. Okay, I completely misjudged that pattern. Never mind. Got through without too much trouble. Okay, roll through here. Come on, this area is taking forever. And there's nothing new to say about it. Drop down here. Okay, good. Now we're back at the switch. So, now we're back at the switch. We can shoot it with our new wave beam through the glass. Kaboom! And this will activate... as we look down here, this will activate a lift. Lovely. And we're going to be using that lift very shortly. Now that we've activated the switch, guess where we're going? all the way back down again. Hooray! And this time, this slide down here is going to be a little bit different. You need to be quick at this point. It's very easy to get this wrong. So here we go. Sudden avalanche out of nowhere. Okay, this bit can be a bit tricky. Sometimes I find that I just kind of randomly don't do this bit fast enough, and I don't really know what the trick to it is. Basically just avoid getting hit, and then run like the wind. Hopefully you'll build up enough speed. Come on, Samus. And we shine spark to the right, out of the way of the oncoming avalanche, right through the door. I love that bit. That's actually one of my sort of favourite parts of the game. Just the little kind of jumping away from an oncoming avalanche. That's really cool. Anyway, we're going to look back in this room for a second. As you can see now, we can't get back up here. There is a solid wall of snow and ice that we just can't get past. Now, if you missed that energy tank up on that ledge before, you're going to be thinking, well, how do I get back there now? Well, fortunately, the developers thought of this, and there's actually a grapple point up here that you can use to kind of swing on up and grab the missile tank if you missed it. The reason we do it with the Shine Spark first, though, is because we can get it now, but we don't have the grapple beam at this point. So if you did miss it, you're going to have to come back here later and grab it that way, which is a bit of a pain, but what are you going to do? So, there's nothing else we can do in there for now. So you're going to be wondering, how do we get any further? We activated a lift, but we don't know how to get to it. I just Shine Sparked into a wall. That was beautiful. Well, if we go through here, through this door, get rid of all these guys. Wow, that was a big explosion. You'll notice that activating the lift is also another big explosion. It's also activated these smaller platforms here, which is very nice. So now we can use these to climb on up. This one is frozen, so I think if you just blast it with a missile, that kind of unfreezes it. And then you can hop across. So, whoops, okay. A couple of them, like this one, is it going to pop back up? I hope it is. Are kind of loose, and when you jump on them, they kind of flop down, and you slide down. So if you just shoot them with a charge shot, it will freeze, and then you can... it'll stay stable when you jump on it. So, what's going on with my charge? It's because it's a missile. Okay, that was really weird. Never noticed that before. Like, my charge beam, my charge meter in the top left was kind of like flickering really weirdly when I was holding A. It's very strange. Alright, anyway. So, I think we're almost at the top. Oh, the last one. Forgot about that. Okay. Come on, pop back up. Just need to get up one more platform. Freeze! And we'll hop up here. Good, okay. Couldn't make the last jump. Get up, there we go. Okay, it can be a bit tricky to get up those platforms sometimes. But alright, so we've got some more of these guys at the top. These guys are now... I was about to say these guys are a lot easier at this point. Jesus Christ, really? Wow, that's a lot of damage to take already. Okay, so our new wave beam does do increased damage. It also stacks with the ice beam, and the ice effect is kind of still in play. Wow, accidentally that guy took the other missile from him. That was really cool. Kind of jumped in his path. Okay, I'll shoot you with a missile while you're doing that, and we'll lock. I can't get the lock-on thing to work properly. Okay, let's shoot you. Shoot you. Oh, he's down. Can we go for the lethal strike? We can. Kaboom! And now I need to get out of the way of this guy. Let's try and nail him with the missile. We're going to lock on. There we go. And that's taking him out as well. Okay, so those were... Well, they should have been a bit easier. I kind of messed up a few sense moves earlier on in that fight. But anyway, let's head on through this door. And I think this is a save point. Hooray! So let's save our game. Alright, the game is saved. Let's continue on our way. And we found the materials transfer lift. This is the elevator that we activated earlier with that switch. I think if we look up here, you can see that that's kind of the room we were in, and then the switch was just up there. So yeah, this is the lift, so let's activate it and be on our way. This lift kind of reminds me of the lift in Xenoblade Chronicles as you exit the Ether Mine and fight Zord for the final time. I guess that's spoilers for Xenoblade Chronicles, but never mind. That just kind of reminds me of it. And in the same way, we're going to be attacked here, so we need to take out all these guys with our new wave beam. And they're shouldn't be too bad at this point. We kind of know how these guys work. Oof. Although apparently overblasts are not. They're not a fan of overblasts. Let's just keep. I don't like how close I am to that guy. We'll shoot him. I took him out. Good. Okay, just one more. Can we? Oh no, I was going to try and go for the lethal strike, but he kind of hopped up. Good, we've taken care of them. And of course, another 4 appear. So let's take these guys out as well. Not a lot of space when there's 4 of them on this platform at once. Can I go for the overblast? No, he didn't like that either. Ow, I got kicked. Okay, just keep going for the sense moves. Okay, that's taken one out, that's good. Oh, dodge the laser. Okay. Is that guy down? He's down, he's down. No, he's not. Oh, what? I wanted to do a lethal strike, he didn't let me. Stop kicking me about, damn it. Or maybe he wasn't down. Maybe he's like taking a low pose like that guy had and he was shooting missiles at me. That's weird. Anyway, only one more. Come on, surely I can get an overblast from you. There we go. That's took him out. Okay, good. Now we're totally safe. Nothing can hurt us. Right? Right? Oh, good! Get used to seeing this guy. We're going to be seeing him a lot. This guy is... and, yeah, he's a bit problematic. And we're going to be seeing him several times. He's got long, stretchy arms. And he shoots big old lasers like that. You can shoot him in the mouth when he does it, though. And you can kind of freeze his horns a bit. Also possible at certain points... Ow. Let's move away a little bit. To kind of... Ugh, there we go. Shoot him in the mouth. He does some attack where his mouth kind of glows red. And you shoot him in the face with a missile. But he doesn't seem to be doing it at the moment. Ow. Long stretchy arms. Oh, here we go. We'll lock on and shoot him in the mouth with a missile, and he doesn't like that. And that kind of stuns him, and then we can run forward and go for the lethal strike. And do lots of damage. And that seemed to break his horns off, and he's not too impressed, so he's going to fly off. So he's not defeated yet, so get used to fighting that guy, but we are going to see him a lot. That should, yep, that's unlocked the door up ahead, and that's the end of our lift journey. So let's continue onwards, and I think at this point we're basically just kind of heading... We've done pretty much everything we needed to do in this episode. We're just kind of heading to the save point, basically, to end things off. Oh, wait, I forgot about this room. Okay. So, is there no enemies in here? I thought some enemies attacked us. No? I must be thinking of something else. Okay, so this seems like a bit of a dead end, but there is a way through here. The first thing we need to do, you may notice this little hole in this pipe down here, so I'll roll in here. We'll find these kind of little circle areas that we'll drop bombs on. And that drains these tanks of their goopy oilness. There it goes. And then we'll do the other two tanks as well. There it goes. Bloop, 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 bloop. So why have we done that? Well, it does seem kind of weird, but if we hop out here again and we roll to this end, we can actually look through the tanks and we can see there's a switch down there that we can shoot with our new wave beam. Apparently you can't shoot through liquids with the wave beam, but you can shoot through glass. That opens up this tiny hatch. So we'll hop up here. And now we have another long morphball tunnel for us to roll through, and this will take us to somewhere. Oh, yeah, this is kind of the outside edge of the ship. This is kind of I quite like it when they do this, actually. I mean, it doesn't really mean much, but you just, I don't know, you get to see... It gives you a kind of a sense of scale or something. I kind of wish the camera would zoom out a little bit more and you'd really get to see the ship, but never mind. Anyway, long morphball tunnel, that spits us out into near one of the main elevators. So that means it's time for more elevator music. Yay! In we go, off to Sector 3.
Elevator is bound for Sector 3. A Level 4 warning is now in effect in Sector 3. An irregularity has been confirmed in the geothermal power plant and the experimental simulated desert area. All staff members are asked to please evacuate immediately.
Okay, so we're in Sector 3. As the game has helpfully just told us, that door is locked, so that only leaves us with the one option. That's to go to the left, through this way. I'm not actually totally sure what is down this way. I don't remember this exact point. I kind of know the save station I want to be at, but I don't remember the exact path to get... Oh, yes, I do. Okay, actually not that far from it. So we're just going to run past these guys. No real point to fighting them. We'll probably just take more damage. Even though we probably could take them out pretty quickly with our new wave beam. But whatever. Anyway, so at this point you just kind of want to be walking back up this big volcano. You might remember this is where we fought the... God damn it, what's his name? The big volcano boss guy with big long stretchy arms. Okay, once we get to this point, you can remember this like morph ball cannon here. We'll hop into this. It'll shoot us all the way back up here. And this is the save point, just inside the volcano that we ran into several episodes ago. So we're going to save our game here. And that's pretty much it for this episode. We did alright. We made some progress. We got a shiny new weapon. We caused a bit of an icy mess. We encountered a new enemy who we're going to be seeing a lot more of in the coming episodes. And we made it all the way back to Sector 3 to continue our search for a different creature who was hassling us before. So, next time on Metroid Other M, we will continue our search to Sector 3. I'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.